Where are the good YouTubers? As we know, YouTube is being filled up with reaction-based content, but that's not the only type of content I despise, bro. Today, I'll be covering the worst types of YouTubers. Number 1, reaction-based YouTube. Reaction content has been on an uprise recently, and we all know why. I'm not gonna say too much to that, but I'm sick and tired of going on YouTube and seeing 50 reaction YouTubers reacting to the same thing. As soon as Cooking with Kaya stopped twerking and started crying, the first YouTubers you're gonna see, Astro Dior, Young Don, and One Cloud9. Man, it's getting so crazy that people are turning their main channel into reaction-based content. Astro Dior, but that's my dog, so I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much. You know what I'm saying? He know what he doing, and I'm gonna just leave him to that. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. One thing about reaction videos that I actually do like is that you can get different perspectives about one topic. And everybody don't bring the same type of perspective. Sometimes you can get an older person's perspective, or sometimes you can get a much younger person's perspective about a certain topic. You know what I'm saying? You got the reaction people that react to relationship stuff and they give relationship advice. Then you got the reaction videos where people react to just straight nonsense, like Pop the Balloon.
Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arm.
And we gonna get into that later on in the video. I ain't gonna lie, they've been doing this reaction thing for such a long time now. If you know OG reactions, then you know about that old reaction channel back in the days with they got ex-military people reacting to if a Call of Duty person shooting a gun, right? They just react to anything. But at this point, I might as well start a reaction channel myself. Number 2, interview YouTube channels. I know y'all remember back then, well, all they used to ask was gay son or thought daughter. Like, I don't want neither. Why do I have to choose? Nobody could go into a mall freely without somebody walking up to them asking them to swap phones with their girlfriends. It was like these people were hired to ruin relationships that was never meant to be ruined. And we always know these interview YouTubers starter pack. They always have to have the phone up to your mouth like, hey, gay son or thought daughter. If I was in second place and I passed the dude in first place, what place am I in now? If your mom had 3 kids, one child was named John, the second child was named Phil, what's the third child name? Like, what type of nonsense are we getting at here? And it all started back in high school. I feel like this started to run rampant around like the 2015, 2016 arc in high school. Then you knew they started to get creative when they brought the spinning wheel out. The spinning wheel used to get crazy, and I ain't even finna go into that. And don't walk around with a fake chain because they walking around with a diamond tester testing your chain. Don't let it be any type of chain. It could be a gold chain with no diamonds on it. They still gonna try to test your chain for diamonds. And I feel like they be rigging these some type of way. And don't let it be fake. Shout out to Florida, because Florida boosts these type of content creators up off the ground. But we gonna ring it back, and then we gonna talk about another type of content creator. Number 3, smash or pass or 20v1 YouTubers. The CIA gotta be sitting in their seats laughing at this one, because I'm not gonna lie, this one took over the whole internet. It made a fool out of so many different people. There's so many clips on TikTok, so many YouTube videos about 20v1s. Oh my gosh, don't let nobody get famous, because as soon as they get famous or as soon as they blow up, they going on a 20v1. Why do you have little RT on a 20v1? Everybody and they mama has been on a 20v1. Shoot, get me on a 20v1. It's always a big city YouTuber that used to do it. Florida, Atlanta, Houston. Those are the only cities I know that be really doing these 20v1s. And you already know how they set up. They set up in that white room. They make sure they bring the ratchetest of people to go into 20v1 so they can humiliate, so they can destroy the image of black people. But they don't care. You know why? Because they're making millions from these type of videos. Look at the amount of views these videos are pulling on a day-to-day basis. And I gotta go back to the fact that the people that they bringing on these 20v1, Woody.
Cause you just trying to call my blood like I ain't gonna whip it out and let you do it right now on the camera now.
Cooking with Kaya, Lil RT, and his girl. Why are you bringing a little kid and his girl on these 20v1s? These gotta be the most diabolical freaking YouTubers on the internet. I can't lie, it gets worse than this. Number 4, we're gonna take a little break. It's gonna be kind of something similar. Pop the Balloon YouTubers. You see, Pop the Balloon YouTubers, it was getting kind of bad, but it was stretched all across YouTube. Everybody wanted to get in on the Pop the Balloon action. But you had one woman who decided to come flip the script on Pop the Balloon. And we all know who that is, Arlette. Not gonna lie, a Arlette video isn't as bad as, you know what I'm saying, any of these other things, but it still took over the internet. And it's still in the list of the worst YouTubers. You see, Pop the Balloon, I seen people find love, but it's still room for making a fool out of somebody. You see people toes gripping the bottom of the floor through their shoes on these shows. There always gotta be that one girl that just gotta roast the dude so bad it just make no sense.
You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute. You need to relax. You stocky as hell.
There was no reason for you to be talking about this dude's height, the way he look, his hairline, his scent, but you still do it anyways. It just gives an incentive to want to show out. And at this point with TikTok up, I feel like people just feel like they have the clip farm. Don't let the clip farmer get on Pop the Balloon. They gonna go crazy, man. That's their playing ground. Pop the Balloon gotta be some form of a humiliation ritual. Last but not least, blind date YouTubers. If you don't know about blind date YouTubers, they was around with the whole like interview YouTube, black YouTube. Y'all know that black YouTube I'm talking about. They the only ones that do it. What makes it bad is that people genuinely think this stuff is real. You have two people, mind you, two guys, right? Sitting in the back of a car with a boy and a girl in the front seat acting like they're on a blind date just for them to end up kissing, making out at that, dang near softcore corn in the front seat, putting it on YouTube. You have little kids watching this stuff, thinking this stuff is so real, thinking it's genuine. Just something about that makes me eerie. And why do they always gotta be freaked out, bro? Every blind date YouTube video I've seen, they touching some private part, kissing somebody on camera to post it on YouTube. But the crazy thing is, these things be pulling views too, bro. How are these pulling views? And that's gonna be last on my list of the worst YouTubers. And I wanted to keep this video kind of short because this is my debut into making this type of content. You see, I'm picking up the torch from someone we call Astro Dior. That's my dog. So if you like his early videos, make sure you come to this channel, subscribe, do all you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who edited his other videos if y'all want to know. So if you like this type of content, like what I'm talking about, make sure y'all subscribe, comment down below what y'all want to see next. And I'll catch y'all in this video, man.